Sister, okay. Hey you guys, it is I, DeJa Skye from Rupauls Drag Race Season 14 and All-Star Season 10, and welcome back to my channel. Cha-cha-cha-channel, cha-cha-cha-channel, cha-cha-cha-channel. Sorry, I watched Jurassic Rebirth a little while ago, so it's a bad. Anyways. Welcome back to another episode of my fabulous and amazing series called Get Into the Mug. This is the series where we recreate the iconic and legendary mugs of the children of All-Star Season 10. It's like the children of the corn, but prettier. I love it. Anyway, so today we are doing my Season 14 sister and Orange Bracket sister, Miss Bosco. I call her Bosky, and she calls me DeJa. It's so cute. We're just adorable. Adorable. So as always, please don't forget to compliment the makeup at the end of the video if it turns out okay. Fingers crossed. Like, comment, and subscribe. That really helps with the algorithm. It really helps getting my videos pushed and everything. I am so thankful for all of the views and the follows, but we need to get up there, okay? Because I have a goal for the end of the year. I want to get to 50K subscribers by the end of the year, and we can do that. Put it into the universe. Si se puede. Anyways, you guys, let's get into this mug of Miss Bosco. So Bosco is the Demon Queen, and now she is God's favorite transsexual. Okay, so I am neither of those things, but we are going to get into it. So full disclaimer, Bosco was the one mug, actually there was a couple, but Bosco's mug was the one that I was most nervous about because Bosco's face is just pretty. It's just pretty, and she slaps on a cool brow. That's Bosco's face. So I am going to look nowhere near her. So this is going to be a full interpretation. I'm going to try to give the shapes. But my face, Mr. Potato Head, is not going to turn into a gorgeous demon transsexual. It's just not going to happen. As always, you guys, brows 101. That's the first step I do. It's literally just like a straight brow. So let's get into the Bosco of it all, and it's already I did see a comment on my video that said the brows tend to always look the same. Well, considering that I tend to do brows a certain way, yes. And also, if y'all are looking at the queens, it's not like they have an immensely different brow, y'all. So bear with me while I'm doing this series and learning as we go along. There we go. So hers is going to be more up because the little boop, the little shing shing is going to be right there. So it's giving very Spock and it's giving Bach. Well, no, that's a character from Wicked, which I'm so excited about, you guys. Oh my God, I'm so excited about Wicked. Okay, the brows are looking like a brow. So let's talk about Bosco. This is why you guys are here. Let's talk about my sister Bosco. Okay, so full disclaimer. I did not fancy Bosco on our original season, and that's a full disclaimer. We've talked about this on tour. On Season 14, Bosco was extremely, extremely competitive, and I just don't think we meshed very well. Now, I'm not saying that I disliked her. I'm not saying that I left Season 14 saying, like, F that Demon Queen Bosco. It wasn't that at all. I just felt no connection to her, like, at all. On Season 14, to me, the nail on the coffin was the confrontation with Lady Camden because she was one of my really good friends. So I was like, okay, girl. Like, when I went on tour with Bosco and I started working with her, I was like, oh my God, I'm obsessed with you. You're just so cool. Like, seeing her in like a different environment was amazing. Also, going on All Stars 10 with her, the competitiveness like died down a little bit. And it was more like a, you know what? I'm just going to do what like I need to do. It was never anything that I was like, no, girl, you are taking it. And I just love her. She literally is one of my favorite sisters of all time. Gorgeous human being inside and out. It's just on Season 14, she was like extremely competitive. And like, I get it. You were on a competition show. We just didn't mesh. So that's a full disclaimer. Okay. So that's the precursor to now all the love that Bosco's going to get from me. So Bosco is very much a neutral girl. Her eyeshadow is very much just neutral. I think I've seen her do like, I think I saw her do like the red eye makeup. Should I do that makeup? I contemplated just doing a normal Bosco look, just a very cool tone neutral eye. I'm gonna do her coming and going Elvira red kind of eye. I just love the look. I think it's so cute. I have never done red shadow on this channel, I don't think. So I was like, girl, let's do it. Also, I really truly feel like I will be a man if I just do a normal Bosco. The whole palette that we're gonna try to use is the Kimchi Ruby Rubies palette. It literally has everything. She has glitter on her lid. There's glitter. Mama, we are gonna get into this now. Okay, so we are gonna go in with this shadow. It's just a typical red, like a cherry red shadow. And let's build this. Oh my God. Work. Have I used this? I don't think I've used this palette yet. So I'm just going back and forth with these three shadows, not touching the dark one yet, and then just building that red color. So along with being one of the most gorgeous women on this planet, I mean, the lesbians go feral, Bosco is literally one of the funniest people I freaking know. My favorite thing Bosco has ever said, I don't know what it was verbatim, but it was her final joke during the reading challenge of season 14, where she said Rue wanted you to be all of her pallbearers so you could let her down on the runway one last time. Someone like Bosco, because she's so stunning, it's kind of like a great, like, oh, that's unique because you're so beautiful, you could literally just be, and I wouldn't care. I would like, you could be boring as and I wouldn't care. But like, the fact that she's like smart, funny, and stunningly gorgeous, it's not fair. It's not fair. Now we're going to take this really dark maroon and we're going to build the outside. Yes. This palette is sickening, Miss Kim. Now I've used her like original Diamond Shards palette and a couple of others that she gifted me, and I was not a fan. I'm going to be honest. I was not a fan in the slightest. But this is sickening. Okay, come on, formula. Now hers literally is blown all the way out into like almost like a high blush. Just go back in with the reds on the outside corner and start pulling that out. She has a little sliver palette, but I'm gonna add that back. But do you see how it just blended so pretty? Ah! This palette is sickening, and I love these little like travel size palettes. Okay, so we are going to, she highlights her brow. So we are going to do that. I don't know why I was. So we are going to use this stick. It's a whiteout stick from Hard Candy. We're just going to pick some of this on like a little flat brush. And that's what we're just going to highlight the very top of the eye makeup with. It's like a crayon consistency, so I figured it would blend really pretty. And then just taking some, I'm telling y'all, this, I've come around to this product, the Stage White, and we're just gonna highlight that brow bone. So let's deepen this corner a little bit more. I really want drama here, and pull it in ever so slightly. I really want depth right here, and then a little more depth on the inner corner, not to go too far over. And if you go too far over, I take like a, this is my secret brush that, with all your concealer and everything wet, if you just push this in, it'll blend that line seamlessly. And if it even goes even more over, you can use your actual concealer brush and just eliminate it bleeding over all the way. Unless you want it. If you want to do like a red unibrow, mama, you do a red unibrow, honey. We are going to take a little bit of black shadow. Can't go wrong with black. And just concentrate it more or less here. We're gonna add a wing, but I love to add some dimension before we add any type of wing. And then it's just a matter of going back and forth with the colors, making sure it all blends pretty. She just has like red glitter, so we're just gonna take this glitter. We're not gonna carve our crease, nothing. We are literally going to put this red glitter on our lid. We're just gonna take the center, just a true red glitter. Hopefully this is pigmented. And just plop it, oh Jeebus, plop it right in the center. And using your finger is gonna be the best because you can kind of like give it like a diffuse kind of look. Yes, Mary! It's pretty, it's soft, it's Bosco. Gorgeous, oh my God, gorgeous. Okay, so I am going to do the other eye off camera and then we'll be right back to tackle the Bosco gorgeous face. Okay, so while I was cleaning up my eye and everything, I was looking at more footage of the makeup, and her eyeshadow, the black, really kind of like triangles down. Let's do this. So we're going to take this out and then up while I'm tapping, and then taking a smaller fluffy brush, and I'm going to swipe on this part a little bit, but still tapping, like more swipe tap, still pushing that product out, kind of like that. And then I'm going back in, because I want it all to blend together and diffuse. I'm going back in with some of that red, and then going over top of it to get rid of those edges of the black, or minimize, not get rid of, minimize. And then clean up on aisle face, just to kind of get, we're gonna blend this really out and make it really red and gorgeous with like basically like a really uplifted blush, but not while we're doing foundation. Okay, obviously, as if you couldn't tell, Bosco and I are two different complexions. That is a white lady that lives in Seattle, and I am a melanated diva that lives in Vegas. That means only one of us gets sun. So obviously, Bosco and I have done tour together, and we've done Vegas Live together. So I'm a swing at Las Vegas Live. So I'm in whenever they need me. So I see like cast after cast after cast. I actually got offered the job right out of season 14 basically. And I was like, yeah, girl, like I get to be a Las Vegas showgirl and, you know, be there the whole time because I'm swinging there. That means I have to be here at all times. It's just whenever they need me. But I love her number. Her number is the burlesque number. And it's so Bosco. It's just so sexy and just effortless. The hoe is gorgeous. I keep saying that. Like literally, thing about Bosco, she's f***ing stunning, man. This sponge is amazing. Everyone asks me where I get this sponge from. I get it on Amazon. Just type in diamond sponge on Amazon. And it's made with like a memory foam material. So I don't wet it. I know that Asia O'Hara, I got her on it too, and she wets hers. But I don't wet mine. I just don't think it needs it, personally. But I will say, I think this sponge works best if you put your foundation down first and then use this to blend it out, because look how seamless. Also, it gets a lot of surface. I find that going straight in with foundation, it will kind of soak it up a little bit more, so that's not good. So next up is highlight. I know that she pretty much just highlights a triangle underneath her eye, so that's what we are gonna do. All of her lip, this whole entire moment. Comment below, did y'all think that Bosco's saltine was that bad? Like, I wanna know. Like, y'all see the Rusical, I think we had one of the best Rusicals in the history of Drag Race. If you don't agree, fight with the wall. But also, you can check out my ranking of all the Rusicals here. But yeah, do you think it was that bad? I don't think it was terrible. My main thing was like the styling, and the styling was not on Bosco. The styling was them. Like, she did choose to wear that black wig. I will say that. She did choose to wear that black wig. And I was like, that's not really giving Saltine Mary. But the wig that I wore for my iconic I Treat Boys Like the Dogs They Are inspired Mirage, maybe so. But that was actually her wig. She lent me a wig. I was like, where? And then Andrea had my lavender wig on. I was like, okay, we're just switching wigs, honey. That's cute. Let me add a little bit of brightness to kind of give a little brighter, maybe in the center. So the thing about Bosco's nose contour is she does not really contour her nose. She contours the tip. She doesn't do a lot of contour on her face. Like, that's what all the surgery was for. But we have to still give essence of Bosco because she has like angles and stuff. So we are going to angle this face, starting with cheekbones. Let's give us some cheekbone. And I'm going to take it up higher than I normally would. Actually, in general, I don't know why I said normally would. I usually always tend to put my contour higher. She doesn't do a lot to her jaw. However, I need to add some right here. That's just a me thing, honey. And then she literally just, I'm telling you, this is how she contours. She adds a cool tone contour just at the tip of her nose. And that's all she does for her nose. So hopefully it turns out fine. I don't think I have a very wide or crazy nose, but fingers crossed it turns out fine. And then just blend through the nose first. And we'll go back and add some highlighter to it too. The thing about this series that is very like interesting is I experiment a lot with my makeup. But there are moments where I'm like, I know, or in my mind, I'm like, I feel like I won't be able to pull that off. And then as I'm doing these like recreations, I'm like, wait, that actually looks good on me. All right, let's powder this down. Also, something that is really weird, because y'all know I read the comments. Y'all know I read all the comments. I love the support and love. It's also really weird when like people will ask me how I lost weight, and I'm like, have you not seen this show? Like, and I've talked about it on my channel, and like, I'm like, I get it, you know. I have new fans that come in. Oh my god, you look so good. Have you lost weight? And I'm like, yeah, Mary, I have. And also, I looked good before the weight loss. Don't get that, like, don't get that twisted, baby. Work. Okay, so let's finish off this eye. Now we are gonna blow out the red. We are gonna just surround our eye with red. We're gonna really concentrate it here. I think we need a lot more depth on the inner corner. We're using the bright red in the kimchi palette, and then just going back, blending those edges a little bit, and then taking it under. We're gonna add a bunch of black, but for now we're just gonna take all this red, honey. Oh yes. Then blending it out a little bit. So it's very smudgy. I also love that she like referenced two people in one look. She obviously referenced Lydia Dietz and Elvira in one look. I thought that was so freaking clever. Now we're gonna take some liner. I'm not gonna do any liner. We've already did it with shadow. So I'm just going to create an inner wing and then top line, and then we are just gonna add a little black line, and now we just get to have fun with the black shadow. So hers, she very much takes it down. She very much drops the outside of her eye with black, and this is the one thing that is taking it. We are amalgamating DeJa and Bosco because her eyes, she loves her eyes to go down. I just think that my eye looks crazy when it's down, so that's why it's like lifting up. But we're still taking the black shadow, just lower. We're then taking some of the deep dark burgundy, and I want to just run it along the edges of the black to just deepen up the black and blend out the lines a little bit. Do not be afraid to just go back and blend. So she doesn't use a ton of blush, but what she does is kind of like blow out this in red. She kind of just like brings this down and then just takes this out. She just loves, girl, I know she was in that mirror during this day and she's like, yes, add more red. Add it. Add more red. Oh my god. I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh, yes, honey. We are going to add a little bit of a peach blush. Just a little bit of a peach blush. Just here. I just want a little bit of color. Just a little bit of color. But just literally right here. It might not even show up on camera. It might just be a me thing. But I feel like I need some color right there. And also, I'm looking at her photos and video. And yeah, she has a little bit of blush. So let's go in and let's warm up this contour. Well, this is the Bronze Motel from Made by Mitchell. I use it in almost every video. And we are just going to warm up this contour because it's very cool. We're also using it to kind of blend more in the red. Blend more in the red. Blend the red in more. What kind of Yoda talk was I speaking, honey? I feel cool as fuck. I know I don't register at Bosco at all. But I hope that y'all can see the effort I put in and y'all can see the reference and know what I was going for. Because half of me is looking at this and being like, I feel like I should have done the neutral Bosco eye, but this was fun. And I know that she would appreciate it too. So let's get in this nose. We are going to use this color. It's called Caramel Cup. Because like I said, she only just contours the bottom of her nose. That's all she does. Now I'm going to take the residue and I'm going to blend in the red a little bit with like the bridge of the nose just because I want to. I'm also going to brighten this under eye. This is the Eyelights by Made by Mitchell. Y'all, I have a lot of Made by Mitchell. Made by Mitchell. Mitchell, if you're watching, please please, I would love to work with you. Yeah, we are brightening up this eye, honey. It's also helping continual to blend in the red to the skin. This is why I love doing this after I apply blush, because it just melts it in. Now we can finally do the Bosco brow. We are at that point in the makeup where we can finally do it. Let's do it, y'all. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is darken the brow first, the brow that's already there. Now, I'm almost certain the reason why she does this is to emulate like horns. Oh my god, there she is. There's DeJa. There she f***ing is. Yes, ma'am. Okay, now I'm feeling it. Now I am feeling the Bosco fantasy. I feel like she probably does these brows just to fill her fantasy. Oh my god. You guys, this is so cute. I know it's not supposed to be cute. I know it's supposed to be fierce, but I feel cute. Ooh, yes, honey. Mary, she's coming to life. Oh my god. Okay, so now let's add some highlighter. So she adds it in her typical places. I know she adds it on her cheek. The highlighter I'm using is Glow White Goddess by J-Cat. No, she takes it right here. Normal highlighted areas. And I want to say she takes a little bit on the tip of her nose. And then just cause, we're gonna add some right here. Just cause I felt like that was getting lost with the red. The brows. Oh my god, I'm so gagged about the brows. Ooh, Mary. Love. Add some setting spray. Just cause I felt like my face was a little bit dry. So before we do the lips, I do kind of feel like the red, we are missing a little bit of the red. So I'm gonna add a little bit more. Just cause I feel like this was a lot of red. I do kind of feel like we were missing it whenever we blended our under eye. So I'm just going to reinforce a little bit of it. Taking a bigger fluffy brush so I can diffuse as I go. This is giving Lady Marmalade Christina Aguilera. Down. I just noticed, I was like, what is this giving? Okay, lips. So she does a black liner and then red in the middle. So that is what we are going to do. Now she just like, it is the very new trendy thing. Instead of people doing a Cupid's bow, they pretty much just round out their lip. But hers is very much like over and down. It's really not around or anything. So let's hope I can do this justice. Gorgeous. You guys, there's literally only one more episode. That's crazy. Comment below, who do you want to win All-Star Season 10? There's a lot of good choices, but comment below. Let me know who you think should win All-Star Season 10 and why. Okay, don't just give me, well, no, give me the reason why you think that your person should win All-Star Season 10. Okay, we are gonna do, oh, hers is more deep red. Let's try this first. I will say too, so this is a little like behind the scenes. So whenever you do your walkthrough with the Rue, you could just tell the girls that he's excited to like talk to, right? And one of those girls was Bosco. Like I remember, I think we were doing like episode 2, I think? Maybe episode 2. Oh, I love this lip. Maybe episode 2 for All Stars 10. I remember whoever left, and then Rue was like, okay, I get to do Bosco now next, right? And just like the way that he like spoke about her, I just knew like Rue just really likes, she like digs this chick, you know, like she's like into Bosco. And Bosco just knows how to make her laugh. She's irreverent. Like it's just the moment on the main stage when like Bosco was like, Rue, are you next? Like it's about time. Just stuff like that is so good. Or even like, Rue, my nipples are down here. I just love my sister so much. I think that is it for the makeup. I am going to put on all the accoutrements and a look, and I'll be right back in my DeJa extravaganza. Well, you guys, this is my DeJa transformation. Okay, compliment the makeup. Compliment the makeup. Obviously, I did not have Lydia Deed's hair. I made it work. I put on some red. I have a little... I feel Mama, I'm always gonna feel beautiful. Let's just call a spade a spade. I do drag, and I always feel beautiful. Okay, all right. I just don't think it gives, like, if you were to see this look, I don't think that you'd be like, oh, that's Bosco. I think this is the one time. I'm not mad. I knew this was like bound to happen where like it just wasn't gonna fully give the je ne sais quoi, but you guys let me know. Let me know in the comments below. But let's give my sister a ring and see if this is approved. Okay, everybody? So this is the moment of truth. Sister, okay. Bosco. Bosco.
Why is the hair so pointy?
So this is like a wig with like just a wig.
I'm like, did you take a ponytail and just like give it a middle part and stick it on your bald head, sister?
You know that's exactly what I did.
Well, you look beautiful.
Thank you, sis.
This eye.
This was literally okay. So I was gonna do your normal Bosco eye, but I was like, look. She's just stunningly I'm going to look crazy if I just do a normal neutral eye. So I was like, you know what? The makeup I loved was this one. So I was like,
Thank
you.
I love you in a little gothy moment, and you nailed the brow shape.
Period. Okay, that's honestly what I was nervous about. And like, mama. Ooh.
You got it, baby. Oh,
Gorgeous. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to go on record. I've told you this many of times. I'm going to go on record, and I already asked my followers, who do they want to win All-Star Season 10? I'm going on the record. I'm Team Bosco all the way. Going on record.
Oh, my God.
I love you.
I would love to win as well.
I knew this wig was the fool. I don't own a big pompadour Elvira wig, but you know what? It gives the essence. Well, you guys, this was Bosco approved, kind of-ish. This part was Bosco approved. And I look gorgeous. As always, you guys, comment below any ideas for the channel, and I will see you in my next video. I love you. Mwah. Bye.